Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaemon's Spellforce Conquest of Ao, the Demon Scourge. Spellforce's Conquest of Ao's very first DLC is here. I had faith all along. This game is a 4X grand strategy game that I used to shake off the rust before the release of Age of Wonders 4. And it was good fun, although it is very different. I'm back to begin the cult of Tzeentch. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a new class that has been added, the Demonologist. There are 4 classes, but you can make your own custom mage if you wish. Basically, the concept is the difference between the archetypes here is their crafting primarily. There's alchemy, necromancy, artificing, and now demonology. Be a demonologist, a cultivator of demonic spirits. Corrupt the world and its inhabitants. Sacrifice to demonic entities and have them possess your armies. Playstyle. You like figuring out crafting combinations, which I do, and hash long-term plans to unleash their full potential. Now, there are primary and secondary schools. The primary school of the demonologist baseline is occultism, which is a new school of magic, and their secondary is mentalism. It's because they have a lot of interactions with cities, which is something I failed to grasp until very lately in my first playthrough with the Necromancer, with Eratus. But today, we are here for Tzeentch's bidding. Now, Spellforce Conquest of Ao has one giant map. It's huge. So here we're choosing our starting location. The starting locations change a few things. First of all, the challenge, how hard the start is, the enemies in the vicinity, the resources immediately available to you, and accessibility from other NPCs, basically. Now, you can go all over the map eventually, but this is your start. And there's the Goldenfields, which is a pleasant start. Alluvion, which is where I began in my first playthrough for a medium challenge. The tough challenge of the Dracot Mountains, Wind Wall Mountains. There's Gillyshire, which is a remote war-torn region, and the Misty Coast. As you go from left to right, they get more and more difficult to start. But where best to establish a cult and take over the mindless masses than in the heart of civilization? Also, I haven't played in a long time, so we're going to be having an easy start. However, we're playing at a bit of a harder difficulty to make up for that. Now, are there 8, 9 antagonists, which are the other mages on the map. You can't make your own or pull in random stuff. But we will be playing with some opponents dedicated to order. We are, of course, here to change things eternally. So we'll have Iria of the Light. We shall have Isgrim. Excuse me, there he is. Isgrim the Smith, a dwarven stone shaper. And we shall have Undergast the Weaver. Some of these names may seem familiar if you've been watching the Age of Wonders playthroughs. Who is just an accomplished scholar. And we'll leave this final slot for a randomized antagonist. The remaining choices are all kind of, I don't want to say evil, but less orderly. We'll go with that. And here are the difficulties. You can, of course, customize it however you so desire. We're playing on hard plus, because we'll keep the baseline hard, but we'll be adding the aggressiveness of the antagonists. So once the enemy AI, the players, have determined that we are their foes, they are going to incur a brutal onslaught. Said antagonists, by the way, will have unfair stacks because the world is not fair. And the battle difficulty will be merciless. Like I said, hard plus. We have like half economy being hard, and then all of the combat stuff being impossible. Which is a lot in line with my Age of Wonders setting. Now, this is a new feature. You can turn on and turn off the stories in the game. Stories are very important in Spellforce Conquest of Ao. And we saw Fiara last time, a year ago. So I'll be turning her off. I'm also going to be turning off every story that's not newish. So I'll leave these up to your imagination. But we have the Invasion of the Demon Lords, the Trolls Are Coming, Morgak, and Galtrak the Gutter enabled. Everyone else, turned off. And hopefully that means I get to see what I want. When a message from your master told you he had discovered a way to channel the Allfire and urged you to come to his tower, you quickly gathered your entourage and set out. The letter contained little more than his note and a small flute, exquisitely carved and bearing your master's sigil. He seemed to fear running afoul of the Circle of Mages, the most powerful covenant of magic users on Ao. His tower, now before you, bears signs of a terrible battle having raged there. To the tower immediately! So we are playing as an apprentice, and it looks like we have a starting minion. Oh, we have some cultists! And some goblins! Fair enough. There's some mana, fantastic. The Master's Tower. The corpses and debris marking the fight inside the great hall of your Master's Tower fill you with grief for him. Instinctively, your hands go to the flute he sent you with his letter. You trace the fine carvings with your fingers, and memories of your time here flood your mind. Suddenly, the flute seems to hum and vibrate, and a small sound emanates from it. The sound morphs into a flute melody, and with it, shadowy images slowly begin to appear across the hall. Figures take form, becoming more solid and taking the shape of two groups facing each other, weapons drawn. You see your old master leading one of the groups. This must be the battle for the tower. Now, you can go into the battle, and this is the tutorial for how combat works, but I already know what happened, I think. Impressions of the fighting still play on your mind as you slowly walk up the dented stairway. The tower, damaged and deserted, still retains your master's presence somehow, willing you onward. Whatever happened here will not be forgotten. You are sure there is more to discover. Your master was always adept at hiding his secrets, but you are determined to uncover them. You take stock. The entry's golden chandelier has been stolen, and its soft carpets are gone. Your master's tower were not just attacked, but also robbed, it seems. Upon closer inspection, there are several tracks out of the tower. Traces of torn fabrics and dropped cutlery lead to a goblin camp, not far from here. We shall find the thieving scum. So this begins the mage tower that we have taken over from our master. This is, you can think of as our capital city. And we can expand, but it may surprise you how we do so. Over here, we can build rooms within our tower, and the only thing I can currently build is the ritual chamber, which takes 2 turns. Only built once. Calling upon the depraved souls of Morduin is frowned upon. The sealed chamber lets you do so away from prying eyes, which unlocks demonology. Now, crafting is how you make special units related to your archetype, at least with necromancy. Don't ask me how alchemy and artificing work, I have no idea. But we can also get some other units. What is this? Prophets of a New Age. Negates all life essence. Huh. Cult. Interesting. And we have some ashes. Okay. Establish a new cult. Sacrifices the unit to establish a new cult in an adjacent major city. Cults are required for demonology and provide unique powers. Okay. Well, let's go to the goblin camp. From the camp, you make out the loud and obnoxious squabbling of goblins. It appears they are fighting over loot from the tower, screaming at each other at the top of their lungs. Now, we could ambush them for 131 strength. Our stack's value is 146, so we're going to do that. Unit would die in auto-resolve. I forgot it tells you that. That's good. Let's do it. Let's see how strong we are. How much I remember of the grand conquest of Ao. Holy shit, that's fast. Okay, I've tweaked the settings this time. Or again, to be less quick, hopefully. But as always, I can right-click and make it fast. Most of this should be familiar to enjoyers of these type of games, we have 3 AP. At least these guys do. And they were here in defense mode to draw in the opponent so that they will perish. Beautiful. Only downside, of course, is that I don't really have vision of them. Now, I recall, when you go into guard mode, you get 20% damage reduction. So it might be better for these guys just to being chill. How do I get to them quickly? That's how. Okay, so we'll go here, try and get some actual line of sight. I don't believe my direction I'm facing matters like it does in Age of Wonders. Ooh, okay. I believe this will cost 1 AP. And you can see above his head what the our vision status is. So if I go here, I have half good accuracy. I'm not sure exactly what that translates to, but that's fine. Because we get some shots. A shots. Let's kill them with a flank. And I'm pretty sure these guys are lost. Just kidding. They lived it too. Because we're the best. I guess stack degradation is not the same as it is in Age of Wonders. Like I said, different game. An undiscovered faction likes me slightly more. A heroic victory. The now quiet camp is littered with goblin corpses. They are carrying and using some of your master's tool, as well as a small amount of coin. We got some lesser glyphs. Now, we can use these glyphs to equip to units. Or I might be able to use them in crafting. We'll see when my thing is made. Where are the rest of our master's possessions? As you turn to leave, a few goblins emerge from hiding behind one of the dirty tents. One of them, wearing a hood made of a torn silken cloth, waves excitedly at you. I members you. One of master's pupils. Yes, we serve the master. Not like these chagrak. Here. He spit at the dead goblins emphatically. Bowing, he adds, we serves you now. Yes. You give us shiny. We fight for you. Show you where more master's things is. The goblin points to 2 stacks of chests and sacks not far from where you stand. Cool. So now that this has been claimed, the goblin camp, we can hire goblins as long as it's within our domain. And units here regenerate faster. We also leveled up. And when you level up, you get some choices. I believe level 20? 15. 15 is the cap. Damage to flanking or willpower. What does willpower do again? Let's focus. Willpower. Resistance against white and death damage or spells. Okay. The current value changes based on how well the unit is going and affects the unit's fighting power. I'll take willpower instead. For the goblins. Damage against armored. Sure. 100% health regen. Yes, please. I don't know what this is. Oh. Most mortal or undead units can have their mind broken in order to be able to be occupying it with a demon. To break a unit's mind, an item has to be sacrificed that holds the required essence. More powerful units require better sacrifices. I see. A new unit's mind can be taken over by certain items, most notably demons, which possess a unit and feed on it. Note, once an item has been injected into a mind, it can only be recovered by sacrificing the units. Interesting. So this is where we would equip the glyphs if we desired. I don't know if you can unequip them for free. Yeah, unequipping or replacing glyph will destroy it. Got it. Okay. Let's not do anything yet. We have little movement remaining. You guys can get this. And come back. And we shall end our turn. Orcs. You wander the old familiar rooms of the tower, lost in memories of your time here as an apprentice. The place was clearly searched through before the goblins ransacked it. Your master's crafting room has been depleted, most of the other chambers ravaged. Whoever did this left no stone unturned. Buried beneath a toppled bookcase in your master's gutted library, you find his old grimoire. Reverently, you open the heavy tome. Many of its beautifully illustrated pages have been torn out, but you still see bits and pieces of your master's illegible script. He was always secretive about his arcane research, often writing in code. You look for the first spells that he taught you, carefully flipping the large pages to one of the bookmarks attached to the spine. You can indeed make out some of the basics, others you can almost decipher. You gaze around the room, imagining a treasure trove of arcane knowledge hidden among the scattered scrolls and torn books, a lifetime of magical study at your disposal. I shall not leave until I have recovered my master's arcane knowledge. Now this is the grimoire. Ooh. Would you look at that? We have the ritual chamber from this. Demonology is a secretive and forbidden art concerned with the study and appeasement of demons. Surrounding themselves with cultists, demonologists perform rituals with the aim to attract and bind demons through offering. This is how we unlock more spells and abilities. And we can use the research knowledge in order to learn stuff. We will need Enchant Wisp. 8 is also exceptionally good. Twisting a soul into a weapon. Ooh, that could be fun. Sure. Again, we have to research all this and then we can cast a spell. I don't think I can hold on to it. We can also hire. Now, Goblin Shamans. Goblin. Probably a good idea because they have this. Yeah. So we'll hire a Goblin Shaman. Probably should have hired an archer first because it's going to take me 5 turns, but that's okay. We can go exploring like this. Oh. It's not within my domain, you see. I got a glyph of harvesting, but I think that's just for plants, yeah. Interesting, okay. Fair enough. We got some gold. We do have a base here. This could be tough to take. The ritual chamber is constructed. Good, good. To further my studies, experimentation will be required. The practical application of my theories will certainly reveal new knowledge. Okay. Don't demolish it. Ah, it's up here at the top. Got it. Demonology. This is your ritual chamber. Use your cults here and prepare offerings to attract lesser demons. They can possess your troops, unlocking new powers and growing in strength while doing so. Okay, first put one cult from your inventory into the cult slot. Next, add items from your inventory containing elemental essence into the ingredient slot until you reach the first threshold. Once you reach the first threshold, you will be able to craft your very first demon. I see. Got it. Oh, that's why I was given 2 ashes. Again, the Vulture of a New Age. Okay, sure. You can use the glyphs in some crafting. Oh, it's over here. Got it. Okay. Amalgamation Chamber. Here you'll be able to possess artifacts, further process demons, and fuse them together into more powerful, greater demons. Oh, hey, it's, Oh, I forgot what it's called from, like, Persona. I think Shin Megami Tensei had it too. Unlocked by... Shin Megami Tensei is... Persona is Shin Megami Tensei. Unlocked by deepening your knowledge of demonology within the spellbook. Okay, cool. The spell page has been updated. Yes. And we are learning this. We should be good next turn. A unit in this stack is able to establish new cults within a city. To establish a cult, move that unit next to a city and use its skill from the stack action bar. Establishing a cult takes several turns, and moving the unit off the location will stop the process. Does that mean I should go find that? Let's see. Do you think I can find a city in the Fog of War? That looks like a river. That looks like a city. Alright, we'll leave this alone for now. We'll stay within our domain one more turn. Fully cap that guy off. What are your next steps? The destruction of your master's tower must mean he uncovered something of the Allfire's secret, which the Circle guards fiercely. You can restore the contents of his grimoire, but his tower needs rebuilding too. And if the Circle is behind his disappearance, you must expect them to come for you as well. Maybe they know of your discovery already. I will not let them stop me. The Circle, by the way, is basically the ruling power. There are a bunch of mages that are within the Circle Magi, and they all contain the secret of the Allfire, which is kind of your key to expanding, both mechanically and in the lore. Taking proper stock of your master's laboratory, you find very little more than empty vials and containers that have, like everything else, been searched through. It was certainly not the work of goblins. You can make out tracks of a cart leading to a nearby hamlet you passed on your way here. Did the villagers plunder the tower after it was abandoned, too? Oh. Okay. We'll head on after this. This is the quest. I do have a vulture coming. Wait, what's this? Enchanted units' melee weapons deal increased damage against higher tier units. Interesting. I'm probably only going to fight tier 1 units, though. Reading minds and siphoning of their knowledge is a great way to learn the lay of the land from the comfort of one's home. Let's get wisps in the pocket. Because you can summon them as minions, I think. The village's inhabitants eye you with an air of hostility when you arrive. Children are called inside. Some of the villagers arm themselves with tools and sticks. Your band regards them cautiously in return. A burly, black-haired man brandishing a cudgel steps forward and says, "There is nothing for you here." Why are you so hostile? The villagers stare at you darkly. You are here to take back the wizard's good, aren't you? The apprentice gave them to us as payment for helping him flee. It was a fair trade. We will fight for them. Let me trade you for them. Remember, I am evil. Let's not get it twisted. But we're trying to establish a cult. Let us woo them with a false sense of security. The villagers barely budge, but after a moment, one of their elders steps forward, hesitantly. We were afraid you would bewitch us. Ha ha, just wait. The old wizard's apprentice thought they would come after him and take back the items he gave us. We wanted to trade them in the city to buy clothes for our children. I have no intention of harming you. Trade? You. We. Trade? The elder stands at you, slow to collect himself and call out to his people. The mage's troops are here to trade. As those around him begin to relax, he leans in to squint at you. You are not playing a cruel trick on us. You really wish to trade for our goods. Of course not, you fool. Yes, trade is not so hard to fathom. A simple deal. It's just, we humbly apologize for our behavior. Now, what would you wish to trade for the goods? We can spend the mana. I can perform some cantrips for a few ingredients. I don't have gold income, so we're going to hold on to that. The villagers agreed to trade you some of their harvest for a few mending spells, though they seem uncertain about the results. Good. As you leave, you think about the apprentice the villagers kept speaking of. Perhaps you can find them. They may be able to shed some light on your master's fate. Oh, yes. Well, I'm still making stuff, so can't do anything with that yet. our slots up here at the top. So we have one more hiring slot. We'll take that opportunity to hire a nothing. Because I don't have space in my my team. The shaman's coming, that's fine. I'm gonna get a lot stronger in 2 turns. We'll end our turn. We'll chill. I want to take this on. Don't get it twisted. I'm a little worried. I'm gonna wait one more turn because I can walk over this and then sprint somewhere. Waiting orders. Your orders are to chill. That was not your order. I mean, sure. Please. Force end turn. I have made my first demon. Your master's missive spoke of an all-fire source he discovered not far from here. Now that you have established yourself in his tower, it is time to search for it. You eagerly scour his scribblings for any hint to the source's location. It must be close to the tower, else your master would not have set up his abode here. Eventually, you find the location noted in your master's grimoire. It is not even a day's walk from the tower. But how to access the Allfire? As many have found out, to their detriment, no mere mortal may touch the Allfire without being consumed. The Circle only recently discovered how to master its power, and they will not teach their secret to anyone. But your master once described a theory of his, of a magical conduit, by summoning an ethereal creature to meld with the Allfire's source and retaining the connection to it after it has been consumed. You may be able to channel some of the Allfire's power into yourself. A wisp may do the trick, an ethereal being often used by mages as scouts or messengers. I wanted to go this way because I think a city's right here. But okay. A cult will modify the crafting process and can imbue your demon with additional power. Send out cultists to establish new cults in major cities. The lowest threshold of any involved essence will determine the level of the crafted demon. Yes. Oh, this is negates all life essence. So I can combine this Eternal Flame and this Glyph of the Owl to get Smoker of the New Age. I mean, I might as well, right? New stuff is new stuff. Well, I wonder if it would be worth it to try and get, Oh, I'm pretty close. Can I... This one. The Tourist of a New Age. Yeah, sure. Five turns. There we go. A tier 2 demon. So I have a new thing. What I'm going to do... We have the Goblin. We're going to split our stack. I forgot I could do that. We're going to head this way. And you, I think, are going to go this way. And we're going to look for the city with him. That's not a city. That might be hostile. It'll be fine. They're not hostile. They're just neutral, right? Totally. Totally. Got some knowledge. How could I forget the most essential basics? Scouting. Alright, so our second stack here is not capable of taking that. So we can break this guy's minds and then put this in. As we get more levels, we get some stuff. Okay, sure. And I can break this guy's mind as well, but I'm not capable of doing that just yet. I need an archer. Okay. Ooh, ritual dagger, some mana. We can go fight these guys. In dire need. How dire need? When you enter the market, you find most stalls empty and only a handful of people clustered around the well. There, a man in white robes is submerging a fish in a bucket. After only a few moments, the splashing stops, and the fish floats, belly up. Just as I thought, the water is poisoned. Alas, my cupboards are empty. I am unable to help. Your well is poisoned? How did this happen? The people start explaining their desperate attempts to stop a pest. We thought those large insects were gone, but just recently they've re-emerged. They eat our crops, kill our animals. We had no choice but to stop them, so we turned to poison. Unfortunately, it seems to have soaked into the grounds and reached our wells. Whoever drinks from them gets sick. We don't have the resources to heal so many. A lot already drank from the water. How can we cleanse it? If we had more healing herbs, we could eliminate the poison. I can provide directions if you are willing to bring us some. I know multiple sources, but we only need a little. You can keep the rest as compensation for your work. Oh my. Okay. Sure. A horde of undead creatures flying the flag of Hokan of the Circle Mages. The banner shows a cruelly twisted hourglass filled with the skulls of countless dead being ground to ashes. It is encircled by the clouds of winter and the scorched earth of the desert. A sense of foreboding emanates from it. Approach with caution. A man steps forth, his eyes hidden behind a tall, golden domino mask. He raises his hand, and from behind him a gaunt, half-decayed zombie stumbles forth, croaking out a message far beyond its own volition in a horrible, broken voice. You stand before the greatest mage of our times, Okan Ashir. If you prove yourself to him, you will be rewarded with glory in his services. Else you will be destroyed and forgotten, cast into oblivion for eternity, like your master before you. Okan twists his hand into a fist, and the zombie collapses back into death at your feet. Still silent, Okan returns to the company that follows him. What do you know of his fate? The bizarre corpse continues in a screeching, strained voice. He met his end. He met the end of all living things, lost in oblivion. Do not forget this lesson, lest you suffer it. With a twist of the masked figure's hand, the life vanishes from the animated corpse, and it clutters to the ground like a puppet, with its strings cut. Without another glance at you or the sack of bones on the ground, the masked figure steps into a dark mist and vanishes. This one is a little scary. A little scary, you say? Already has a Draugr. Okay, moving on. Shit. Retreat. Okay, I'll do this fight. You win without losses. Fantastic. The Week of Shauna. Shauna, gentle guardian of the suffering, grants her healing touch to all of Aeonir's creatures. Not far from your tower, you spot a hooded figure watching you from a crop of trees. Is the circle already aware of your presence here? Danger may be closer than you expected. You know the local militia holds a watchtower not far away. Perhaps you can acquire help there. Okay. I probably should not have gone scouting. That's what I'm learning so far. So far, that's all I've learned. Speed? I do enjoy speed. Big speed. Gotta go fast. Do I think there's a city nearby? I do. How certain am I? Not very. We have the wisp. We shall summon the wisp. Aid was more useful when you're undead because you don't have natural regeneration. Ugh. Well, let's get aid. Since it's cheap. Currently, all I've got going for me. In the tower, we can build a workshop, which just gives us gold per day and additional crafting slots, so we will construct it. Study gives what? Research. There we go. Probably should start that sooner, but it's okay. Better late than never. As is often the case. We have acquired the archer, and so our goblins shall go forth. I think I want another one of these. Because it gives gold at the end of battle. Although I do have to win, right? Yes? Okay. Some soldiers loiter in front of the watchtower, but there isn't even a proper guard posted. At the sight of your approach, a few of them do get up, unsure on their feet, and obviously more than just a little drunk. Let us impress them with magic. After all, our economy is leading towards mana. The guards clap and laugh at your magical displays, watching in wonder as your cantrips fill the air with all manners of conjurations. You promise them a full belly and good ale, if they join you. Simple minds are easy to impress. You know you should be careful. The locals probably won't look kindly on you using magic to lure away their protection. For now, though, you are glad for the additional soldiers. Shite. There it is. God damn it, I went the wrong way. Lyrane, the ever-bustling city of the Goldenfields, holds many busy markets and shabby ale houses. It is a lively town that thrives on fertile crops. The region has been unfortunately plagued by pests in recent months, but you can still smell an abundance of wheat in the markets, in the form of a variety of delicious baked goods. So we grabbed a militia, which is a tier 1 smacky boy, very much like a goblin. But they are weaker, but they're leveled up and they're gaining bonuses from the shaman. I think we just let this guy go. Wait, do you have Gatherer by default? No. So give him Gatherer. And we'll let him gather. And we'll let the goblins do the dirty work. On your travels, you have constantly felt eyes upon you, like someone is always watching. Now a notice has appeared, warning of ghosts with glowing eyes that appear at night. It warns everyone to stay indoors. We should definitely look into it. You know, game, I would like to leave my territory eventually. I think this is a spawner, so I should definitely kill this. I do think there's a city over here. A small group you spot in the distance carries the banners of a member of the Circle of Mages. It shows the confusing image of two figures, one white and one black, fighting over a banner on which two figures fight over a banner with the same theme. This continues until the eye can no longer follow, and the figures move with every flap of the banner in the wind. It has a mesmerizing effect. Before your eyes, a veil of fog manifests itself into the shape of a face. Greetings, novice. My name is Undergast, but in the Circle of Mages I go by the Weaver, and I know quite well who you are. Since you are a fellow scholar, our relationship could be mutually beneficial. The others in the circle may be opposed to your research, but to me, knowledge is an end unto itself. I might look in on your progress from time to time, but for now I will leave you with a little morsel to show my good intentions. In return, I expect you will not hinder my work on Fiara. You did not spawn right next to me. Oh. That's not encouraging. Even a little bit. Great. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Late at night, a frantic rattling at the door wakes you up. From your window, you see a hooded figure nervously eyeing the path leading up to your tower. Spotting you, they frantically wave and shout, "Quick, open up in the name of our master!" After quickly sliding through the doorway and locking the door behind him, a man slumps against the wall and breathes. I pray they have not spotted my trail, or we may all be lost. Slowly catching his breath, he pulls down his hood. He is older than you thought, his beard already graying. "Apologies, where are my manners?" he mumbles. "I know who you are. Our master spoke very highly of you, but no doubt you wonder who I am. I am Tzeentch Skyho. I was the master's next student after you, and he taught me the new art of using demons and their powers to further our own," the man states. "I have the proof right here." He is holding out a few pages, and you immediately recognize the tight script of your master describing rituals and methods to summon demonic spirits. So tell me, what happened to our master? I must say it is quite the tale. He takes a seat at the small table near the tower entrance. Do you want me to tell you everything, or just what has happened to our master's research after the circle came for him? I have time. Let's get a full backstory here. As you no doubt know, our master's obsession has always been to control the flow of the Allfire. It is something long thought lost with the Shapers, but a few years ago, he made a breakthrough. He managed to split the Allfire's flow with a magical prism, allowing him to harvest part of its might and begin real research into its mastery. It was a slow and dangerous process, but he did succeed. I have his treatise on the subject. Having begun to master the Allfire, he grew more ambitious. He devised a much larger prism that could be mounted onto his tower to channel far more of the Allfire into a special chamber where it could be siphoned off directly. Ingenious, I must say. Nothing like that has ever been attempted. But there is no such chamber here, because he never had the chance to build it. An emissary of the Circle came and attempted to warn him off, but he did not heed that threat. He was too close for the breakthrough to stop, so the Circle came back with an ultimatum. Knowing full well they would intervene, he handed me the pages of his research for safekeeping and sent me away. I was still inside of the tower when they arrived. And then what? The man looks crestfallen as he haltingly replies. I ran. I am ashamed to admit. My master did not tell me, or did tell me to go, for his research was more important than his life, he said. But still, I panicked and ran, not out of duty, but out of fear. I traded with the local villagers to hide me in their cart and carry me away from here. The man looks at you a little forlornly. I never saw our master again, but now I have failed him twice. How so? When I heard someone was rebuilding the tower, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. I hid in a goblin village not far from here, but the Circle was watching for me and ambushed me, demanding I hand over our master's plans. He began to sob as he says, I feared for my life. I gave them the plans our master died to protect. Where was this? A day's journey from here. Not far away is a tower that the Circle forces have long been using as a base. I am certain that is where they took the pages with our master's most valuable research. I managed to gather some of our master's former servants, but our forces are not sufficient to take on the Circle's minions. I implore you, please help me protect our master's legacy. I swear I will not fail him again. I will even offer you my services if you help me retake his research. Please, together, we may best the Circle's forces. Our master's work must be preserved. The research is invaluable, and I must have it. Oh, joy. Okay. I was basically given a free army. That's fun. We have aid now. We can use this to heal up our stack. Endurance. Fatigue is but a state of mind. Soldiers can be swayed to ignore the weakness of the body and to march for days on end. So this is our apprentice friends. These are the heroes. They fill the star slot. And it looks like this is the one we get for free. He does bleed when he does this. This isn't a new skill. The occult invocation was in the game before. There was a way to counter this, right? Now, the heroes here, the scouts, they can build these lodgings. Which is like a temporary way, not temporary, but it's like a way to plop down a little outpost that you can take control of stuff. So it's very nifty. Well, I think we just have 2 stacks then. Okay. I mean, that's pretty spicy. Wait, I can already do this? Oh. So, we have some Allfire, 10. This is kind of how you expand your economy. And I imagine we'll get to it sooner or later. But this is how the Allfire flow starts. Mastery is basically casting points. So we can tweak this around to get more or less of particular resources. And, you know, I'm a big fan of knowledge, but I have to go all the way to get this to 1 turn. We could go perfectly balanced, which might not be the worst idea. We do want to raise his proficiency to get more and more casting points so we can cast more stuff on the same turn. So let's go, let's be perfectly balanced for a little bit. Just a little bit. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. In the tower. Oh, that's why. We need more proficiency to get to the next tower tier. This is glowing, which means it's probably a new building. But I'm already building these, and these are both important to me. So. Whoops. It'll be fine. The notice concerning glowing eyes leads you to a quaint village. The people seem busy with the last tasks of the day, washing clothes, cooking dinner, bringing the cattle in. One house, though, has flowers in front of the doors and windows. The sills are smeared with coal, marking it as a place of mourning. Did someone die recently? It is a little girl carrying a chicken that answers you with a sigh. Granny Ann died last week. She wasn't my real granny, but she always felt like family. She talked to her cats, gave us all sweets. But since she died, strange creatures are coming here every night. Ghosts with huge, glowing eyes. Sure, wait in the ghosts. One by one, the village lights are extinguished as the villagers go to bed. When the whole place is dark, you hear soft footfalls coming from the woods. In no time at all, glowing eyes start appearing within the house. Wait. It is a variety of forest creatures who approach. A stag, some rabbits, boars, and even a wolf. They all seem to be waiting for something. They are certainly no ghosts. People must have been too afraid to realize the truth. These are just animals looking for food. You rouse the village, showing them their mistake. Embarrassed, they give you a heavy pouch for your troubles. Cool. I could have just killed them. I thought about it. 4 turns. Okay, well, so I have an apprentice over here. Or, excuse me, a cultist. Because I'm fairly certain... Yeah, this is being his tower. There is a city over here. Somewhere. Because this is... Is that it? Is it a tower? This is basically Alluvion over here. Oh my goodness gracious. It's coming back to me now. Because this is where I started on the Erratus playthrough, but I think he has 2 cities? That's very unfair, good sir. Well, anywho. Approaching the Allfire node's location, you find it buzzing with activity. A swarm of insects has taken hold of it, no doubt attracted by the place's alluring energy. Slay the pests. This can be auto. Cleanly. After dispersing the giant insects, you eagerly approach the place where a glow seems to break the ground, pulsating with promise. Before you is the glory of the Allfire. Its raw, unbridled energy sings to you, resonating with every fiber of your being. You desire nothing more than to touch it, though you know it will destroy you. The wisp beside you hums slowly, resonating with the Allfire. Let the wisp meld with the node and study it. You barely manage to avert your gaze from the wondrous energy. So powerful is your desire to delve into the Allfire's source. But you do restrain yourself, focusing instead on what can be learned from observing the meld. To hell with the circle. I will conquer the Allfire. Okay. Our archers, our goblins, have leveled up. And I will give them Slayer. This might be new. Because they're tier 1, so they're the lowest tier of units. Everything is a higher tier than them. We'll also give them speed. Maybe I should give them armor so they trade better with range units. Hard to say, hard to say. Wait for... Nope, meld. You're farming. Your turn. What a busy early game. Oh. That is unfortunate. Aborts. Will he attack me, you think? Let's do it. I got this. I can do it. We can do this. It's going to be scary, but we can do it. I think. I hope. Okay. So we're facing off against the Lesser Fire Golems, which are ranged units. They do Fireball. This is a... Oh my goodness. And this guy is a combatant. Fair enough. Now, the Goblin Shaman... Goblin! Has the Healing Spores, which heal and apply Berserk Shroom, so we can do lots and lots of damage. So the idea, I think, is going to be kind of overloading one side. Is what I would say if there weren't trees in the way. What do you think he'll do if I, like, go over here? If I just, like, say, well, I'm leaving. Goodbye. I might get shot from the... No? This battle will end with a draw if no damage is dealt. I'm in a forest. Am I obscured here? I don't actually know. Arrow. Huh. I wonder if the AIs can try and draw this out. I don't know what a draw does. Ah, what a rude boy. I think he is. I think he knows. This is what I get for making the AI smart. Okay. Might have to sacrifice something. Which isn't a pleasant feeling. Let's see how they do. Oof. Okay. Well. Blood for the Blood God. Skull for the Skull Throne. I suppose. Okay. These guys are going to get pounded. Yep. Pounded into oblivion. Wow. These guys are tough. Yeah, they do have partial obscuration here. Sure, it'd be great if I could kill them. I mean, I can kill them next turn, but then I have no range, no melee. I'm gonna wipe this squad team. The AI knows what it's doing. Oh, okay. Turns out I can't do it. Farewell, brave goblins. Do I get my demons back? That'd be fun. A valuable lesson. Cool, the vulture returns. That guy's dead. Alright. Sure. Or not. So this thing is melding, which means just it needs to stay. But if I don't move, this thing will attack the tower, which could be bad. Enchanted unit greatly increases its movement speed. Nice. Well, I'll choose the cheapest thing here. And I guess we're enchanting this thing. Defy death. Oh, that's cool. Yes, lift spirits is available. Fantastic. The tourist has been crafted. Do I care? I mean, I care, but do I care? You know what I mean? I think I should just use this guy. What if I'm going to be attacked? Here. Like that. I mean, I might as well use them, right? Oh, hey. Where is that thing? Souls. I can't use souls. How do I use this item? Provide stop bleeding skill. Huh. I don't know. Do I get that if I make something with it? Oh, anyway. Oh, I hope that spawner doesn't attack. My cultist is kind of gone and fucked off. Oh, there's a city over here. I told you I had to come back. I'm gonna fight this. I'm sad that I lost my goblin stack. He's the aggressor, right? So he should come to me. This is not a good stack, by the way. Just for the record.
Yes.
Just so everyone knows. Okay. I feel a little better about that. Okay. Fair enough. Boom. Melded. Man, I'm one tile short. I need to recruit something. And I guess it's going to be... I mean, I guess I don't. I could just take this guy. Huh. He's also in the way. This is very inconvenient. Well, let's hit this while we're here. No, just kidding. Nothing to hit. Fair enough. We have a lot of research going. This is the big city, right? I think it is. There's one. Oh, it's up there. I don't remember how to get up there. Workshop constructed. Study constructed. Economy growing. You love to see it. Hello, Dowie. We're friends, right? Oh, down here. There we go. I'll get there eventually. Don't worry. Alright, let's go stop this. I'll be back. Once this guy's here, we're good. What's this guy doing? You're shitting me. Good. Run faster. Yes, scrub. Cool. And before that, hold on. Knowledge. Love knowledge. Seven Keeps is the capital of the kingdom of the High Mark, and the seat of its High King. The seven towers that protect it are a symbol of safe haven for elves and dwarves, who even retain seats on its council. Famous for its great library and prolific alchemists, Seven Keeps has long been a power for peace and stability across Fiara. Cool. So at the cities, you can hire units if I had high enough reputation and get some stuff going. But as we are new here, all we can do is establish a dark cult. Let's get this going too. A large notice has been nailed to one of the city's wooden gates. Call to all brave citizens of the High Mark. The undead from Darkvale plague our king's domains, wreaking havoc. The crown promises great rewards to the brave souls who would dare the cursed woods of Darkvale and destroy the abominable monsters. Report to the Darkvale gate south of Seven Keeps if you are willing to fight for the kingdom. Now you can also, you see these little cities with this little icon with the bips on it. If you plop down an outpost here, that is reputation per turn. Very good. I wonder if it's worth doing over there. Alright. We do not fear you. Attack. Oh, I don't fear you. I can do this. Oh, they're coming at me this time.
Commander?
So this is a Medusa. The Medusa can petrify. Very lore accurate.
Commander?
Yeah, I'm a commander, alright.
Yes.
And it is very dangerous if you are playing as a
Yes.
a necromancer. Are these melee characters? I hope so.
Huh? Commander?
You can tie up the wisps. There we go. Wait, why did you just slip away? Are you slippery? You are. Okay. I mean, it's not called slippery, but you are. This is the fake unit that was stunned, so I guess it did its job.
Huh?
Has first strike too. Are we gonna lose these demons? Nope. I lost the goblins. That's fine. Goblins are just goblins. Cool. We did it. You don't care about goblins. I've given up hope trying to stack the shaman buffs. It's all ogre. Now that you have dealt with both demons and Medusa, you begin to wonder what other kinds of creatures the Circle controls. Consorting with demons is a dangerous endeavor. If the Circle would use them shows their recklessness, but also the creature's immense power. You search through every room of the Circle's tower until you find your master's research spread out on a table. As promised, he has written about a way to channel a much larger amount of Allfire, using your tower as a focus. Scanning the text, you barely understand half of it, but the potential is evident. This method would have brought him far closer to mastering the Allfire and rival the Circle mages. No wonder they wanted him stopped. They feared... belching. They feared he would become their equal. Cool. The Flying Spire. Rip your tower from the ground and levitate it freely through a Fiara. Our apprentice has leveled up. Elemental damage, speed, or harvest plants. Well, he does damage with elements, so let's do elemental damage. Our little militia boy. Melee damage. Our archers are goblins. Missile damage. Can you guys level up? No. Okay. That reminds me of the, always get this. Oh, I forgot resources get depleted over time. That's right. Wow, it's all coming back to me. I need to kill that. That's a spawner. Hey, look, mana per week. That's so helpful. The reason I'm doing this so immediately is because... Watch. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you get got. A sudden earthquake, a magical explosion, the very walls of your room shake, and your tower is ripped from the ground, climbing higher and higher. Unable to contain the sheer enormity of the spell, you falter, and the tower falls to the ground as fast as it rose. Another shockwave rumbles around you. As you get your bearings, you see the scenery around the tower now lies in ruin. You have caught a glimpse of what your master's spell may achieve, but it is strenuous. With more focus and preparation, you think you might be able to make it easier. A new page in the grimoire. So yeah, this is... Can I cast this already? Kind of how you move about and find places to chill. Hire workers. Okay. To become more powerful, I must further my understanding of magic and gather apprentices. I should invest into my mastery level and send my minions out to find the arcane academies distributed across the region. So I can levitate the tower, but it just costs a lot of mana. So I blew up that, which is fine, because that survived. And we're heading out. Approaching the bridge, you spot something underneath it. A simple wooden chest. Not locked, but nailed shut. Crack it open. Inside, you find a bundle of clothes, some rations, and a little gold. An unsealed letter falls to the ground as you rummage through the clothes. Dear brother, let us meet tomorrow. I have saved enough money for us to travel to Seven Keeps. I am yet to find a way to make a living there, but don't you worry. I will take care of us. I promise. Love, Isabel. P.S. Try not to anger your stepmother too much tonight. I cannot bear you getting hurt again. I'll give them some money. Totally not tracked money with magic, though. Totally not. The sound of disgruntled villagers has drawn you closer. Richly dressed guards of the Corn Baron of Goldenfields make himself are busy searching the house. One of them is nailing a notice onto a tree in the market square. Signet ring stolen. If the culprit comes forth, the sentence shall be 7 lashes on the bare back. Should the ring not be returned by the 3rd fall of the sun, the sentence shall be death. Reward for capturing the one responsible. Payment by the Baron upon presenting the ring. So far away. The city of Lyrane. Oh yeah, you can make blueprints. Ah, that's right. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. So we can recruit people here. And we were asked to recruit workers. Boom. They have gatherers, so they can go on the map and gather. And with more stacks... Ooh, axe wielders. Drunk, huh? Who would have guessed being drunk was a good thing? Everyone who has worker in the stack will reduce the time required to gather the thing. The shocked screams of a woman draw your attention towards the pastures where she is kneeling, crying over a herd of brutally slain and gutted sheep. Other villagers come running from their houses, faces mixed with pity, compassion, and appall. These wounds, those are not wolves. What in Aeoner's name is killing our livestock? The villagers clear a way for you as the woman wipes her hands on the grass. You can see tracks in the ground that lead away from the village and the occasional blotch of red blood. We have never seen such tracks before. What if these monsters come back for more? Oh, guardians, help us. What if we are next? Well, if it shut you up. We're just collecting the quests here so we can go off and do them and gain the loyalty of the city of Lyrane, which we will, of course, instill a cult in once I find out how to get more cults. In the wake of Goldenfields' giant bug outbreak, many a charlatan and fake which has sprouted up, selling potions and charms to the innocent and naive, protecting them from the threat. One such fraud, Madame Muriel, has time and again avoided the Baron's attempts to unmask her lies, and now he has turned to you for your help in doing so. Today she plans to prove the effectiveness of her charms to a town. It is the perfect opportunity to uncover the truth. What could she be planning, I wonder? Okay, so we can take these guys, and they can get to work. They can grab up pumpkins and wheat, and whatever else we find. We could also plop down our little thingy here. There's probably a better spot, honestly. A heroic victory, of course. Our little militia has leveled. Look at that. We'll gain armor. Anything I want to make here? Actually, hold on. Before I do that, aren't I going to get a cultist from this? I am. Cool. I'm assuming that one is the cult. I think he has to stand here. Oh, that's my... Yes, my tower gained the next rank. That's right. Congratulations! By mastering your magic, you have attained the title of Master Mage. +1 domain radius, +1 apprentice slots, and +3 tower rooms. After retrieving your master's reports from the circle, you devote time to deciphering them, as parts are written in the secret script. So far, you have translated about half of it, but you cannot wait any longer. You must read them. Page after page, you read about the Circle and how they amassed power in Mulandir. Apparently, the city was built on a demonic portal that allowed them to summon servants from the depths far beyond the River of Souls. Mulandir was built on a portal. That's where the Circle is housed. Of course you know about Mulandir, constructed by the Circle mage Isgrim the Smith. It has become the foremost place of magical knowledge in all of Ao, and it is the very stronghold from which the Circle has operated since. But the fact that a portal leading into the demonic realm should be under it is news to you. How your master learned of this is not elaborated within his report. What about the River of Souls? The River of Souls, sometimes called Morduin, is where souls are led by Hyrinn after their departure. It is also where they are chosen by the soulsmith Nidhalf to enter a new life once they have been reforged. However, those souls too wicked to ever pass the scrutiny of the soulsmith are cast into the deepest fires. Unable to return to the River of Souls, there they burn until the corruption takes its own form. Demons. And the Circle has demons as servants. Yes, the Circle has used demons for quite some time now. You remember encountering them within their army before. Since they were controlled tightly, no one questioned the Circle's decision to employ them. Until your old master, that is. You skim the pages once more, just to make sure you do not miss any vital information. So did the Circle kill your master because he uncovered the portal's existence? Or was there more to it? You take a glance at the page to the need of translation, and you can feel the suspense. Whatever the Circle is trying to hide, you will make sure to uncover every last of their secrets. A pounding on your door demands your attention. Irritated, you enter the main hall, ready to reprimand the unwelcome visitor just as the door is flung from its hinges, and a massive body ducks through the frame. Is that a troll? The lumbering giant looks around for a bit, before his eyes find you. I heard Mugwa's stomping. Where is Mugwa? You find yourself dumbfounded by the entry, as well as the question. Who or what is Mugwa? The troll's laughter echoes from the stone walls. You don't know Mugwa, the greatest god of them all. Mugwa is the one to give us strength and food in times of need. Mugwa is... Mugwa. Well, that much seems obvious. The troll stomps down the hall and plops down on your soft carpet. Mugwa has called us with a stomp, telling us to gather here. And it came from here, so Mugwa wants us to meet here. Determined and proud of the reasoning, he declares, I follow you. Mugwa blessed you, so they will bless me, too. Sure, whatever. Good. I can fight, and Mugwa would be pleased. I shall call my kin. Let them know Mugwa's chosen is here. The troll gets up and walks toward the broken door, letting out a bellowing call. Your tower's crash has attracted the attention of a troll cult, believing you being Mugwa's prophet. Expect trouble. Wait, what? A new day dawns, bringing forth fresh challenges and dangers throughout the land. The Circle resents your growing power. Oh, hi. Observer of the Other Worlds. So we have a Skull Crusher. Very fun. This is the new unit type added alongside in the DLC alongside the demons. Sorry, I need a sip of water. Broken armor. Fun. I don't know if I want to use my Eternal Flame to break that. I wonder if he could solo these. Probably not the time to find out, to be honest. Well, Charmer's in our midst. You arrive in town just as Madame Muriel is sitting up in the market. It is full of people all crowding around two large wagons. One is covered in fabrics. The other looks more like a circus wagon. Big, bright, and colorful. It is from the door of the latter that an opulent woman walks, her silver curls artfully arranged and her lavish clothes glittering with beads and crystals. Gather close, young and old, I have many a charm to sell. A group of guards, no more than thugs with chipped and rusting weapons, really, stops anyone from coming close. No one is too near Madame Muriel's wagons. If you want to see the show, stand over there. I can wait. Many of you have heard of the beasts roaming our lands. Muriel starts. She has climbed a crate and is looking over the villagers. Awful things, but fear not, for I have brought you handcrafted charms. These are sure to frighten off any large bugs. Guaranteed. Don't believe me? Believe your eyes. With a flourish, she tears the fabric from the wagon, revealing a cage with a giant bug inside. She holds a charm to the creature and it flees in the opposite direction, almost tangling its legs in the process. Try to identify what magic she uses. A small cantrip is enough to reveal there is no magic anywhere to be sensed. Whatever Madame Muriel is doing, 'tis a ruse. You have no real magic. What are you hiding? The townsfolk are certainly taken by your accusation, looking cautiously at Madame Muriel to prove her innocence. How unjust, she cries. Can you not see it's moving? Can you not hear its unnerving calls? Right at that moment, the bug makes a noise that sounds like a mixture of rasping and screeching. Show us the cage. Muriel blanches as the townsfolk start to murmur, and they call out for more proof. For a moment it looks like she might run, but then she gives in to the angry shouts of the people and pulls the fabric beneath the cage up. Everyone sees two men in the small space holding sticks and strings in place to move the bug from below. The Baron's guards arrive in the afternoon to take Muriel into custody. Townsfolk are outraged, and thank you for helping them keep their well-earned coin. All in a day's work. I assure you I am the nicest individual who can fly. Flying is an action type. It changed down here. This means I can move over terrain. Very convenient. Now, continue planning now that we have established connection and gotten some workers. The Crystalline Garden and the Troop Quarters. Have a construction site within your domain. Okay. We can get there. Now, at the tower... Oh, yeah, I can build multiple of these things. That's right. Okay. Now, in order to get to the next level... What was it? 25 mastery? Oh, dear. That's fine. There we go. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I believe I can upgrade these as well. Maybe? Did I do it? Why'd they stop? Shite. Your order is to establish a new cult. That one was that there's one unit in the stack, which we know. The process of rebuilding your master's tower is now underway, and your attention turns to his grimoire. It looks like pages were hastily torn from the tome, though whether by your master or someone else is unclear. On the binding, you also find a spidery pattern of barely legible words, right where some of those pages would have been. Squinting at the tiny script, you realize it forms instructions. They seem to point somewhere a bit further away from your tower. Surely this was meant for you to find. Perhaps some of the grimoire's missing pages are hidden at the locations. Oh dear. Pointed to. The moment your head hits the pillow, you fall into a deep slumber. Wonder what that's like. You find yourself standing in the open sky, walking among planets and watching stars flitting past. Without a warning, dark spires jut from the invisible ground you are walking, growing larger with each moment. A heartbeat passes, and suddenly one of them sprouts underneath your feet, the roofing tiles clattering beneath your bare soles, propelling you higher and higher. Suddenly the roof gives, and you plummet down the full height of the tower before landing in a dimly lit entrance hall. A deep, rumbling voice reverberates from the walls around you. It is a sound you have never before heard, and the language is unfamiliar. There he is. The architect of fate. You turn slowly and find yourself face to chest with an enormous, hooded figure. A hand stretches out from underneath the heavy cloak, sharp claws attached to the long fingers. The hand is held in a manner that invites you to shake it. And finally, you can understand something. Do we have a deal? Yep. A sudden pain rips you from the dream and throws you violently back into reality. You startle awake, covered in slick sweat and with a bitter taste in your mouth. Slowly the headache retreats again, but you still feel slightly disoriented by what had just happened. Demon shit. That's what happened. So, what's going on with this cultist boy? I was promised cults. Okay, I'm gonna let this go one more turn. Okay. He goes one more turn, and then we move on. Okay, we'll auto this. Should be easy. Good job. Let's get our smasher. This should be fine. We'll stay here to regenerate. So waits. Research. Reveal all locations in a large area around an urban hex or city. I mean, cool. Etching the ground with blood sigils enables one to lay claim to it and provides optimal conditions for summoning. Don't know what that does, but I want it. Call lightning. Meditate is very good. We're going to call lightning, though. Sounds more fun. Greedy. Greed is good. Until it's bad. But mostly good. Here we go. Good. Does not get consumed in crafting. Negates all death essence. Establish your first cults. The first of many, I assure you. The moment your head hits the pillow, you fall into a deep slumber. You relive the dream you had a few nights prior. Spire shooting into the sky and a voice asking you, do we have a deal? You turn slowly and find yourself face to chest with an enormous hooded figure, its hand outstretched for you to shake it, of course. You clasp the hand and are suddenly pulled forward. You involuntarily step through the figure and into the darkness beyond. A shudder takes hold of you as power and might flood your body. You can feel yourself growing stronger. This feels amazing. You take another step forward and exit the darkness as swiftly as it has pulled you in. You now stand atop your tower, overlooking all of Fiara. The landscape sprawls before you as if it were a map. You see the proud towers of the Circle of Mages, but between them, dark spires begin to grow out of the earth. Fiery portals crack open and dark shadows flood the world, spreading like ants over spilled honey. You become aware of another entity next to you, something so large and all-encompassing it even drowns out the light of day. Brace yourself. You jerk awake, panting and sweating. I wonder if it will return. I didn't want to disrespect it by looking at it, you know? Alright, let's clear the spawner out. Gonna kill my boy? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. He just learned Call Lightning.
Commander?
Yeah, wants me. I know the Skull Crusher is a crusher and all. But, I don't want to just send him in.
Commander? Yes.
Get into a little formation here. Okay, the militia dying is unfortunate because I had a rune, but it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Now, I could summon a thing, which I think is the play. Although it will cause me to bleed, which is very unfortunate. Okay. Good. Summons are always powerful. Ow. Okay. Okay, we'll kill this.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I should be fine. Let's see. Probably killing it? There we go. Easy. I just need sacrificial lambs. It's fine. A thieves token. So we can see whenever I click put this down. Oh my goodness, that's kind of crazy. That's a good spot. Respects. You can see that this is like what it looks like to plot out the domain. I like this a lot. This spot over here, that's perfect. I'm kind of wounded, but that's okay. We'll go with regen. I don't have any more items, do I? No, just that. Okay. Should I try and make a thing? I have a new cultist, the Worshipper of the Eye. So we can use this guy. Demons created with this cult gain +2 willpower. Oh, okay. And this guy doesn't like the death essence. I see. We can, of course, unlock these later, and that helps out a lot. But for now, I don't think I have very high... I don't really have high quality ingredients that let me do stuff. Although... regain melee equal to 20... use consumables. I don't know how to use consumables. Gotta be honest. I mean, I can do this. Do I have a double life? I don't. Because if I did, I could do these guys for the blue. And that double life to get a blue life one. Unfortunately, I don't have a double life. So we're going to have to go with this if I want it. Which I kind of do. Maybe I'll just wait. Wait, what does a pure life one look like? Huh. Sure. Make a pure life one. Why not? I'll do. You guys are out and about. Oh, Alenia. Interesting. And a lot of death. Ooh, I think you guys are dead. I think you guys are fucked. But stand there and pretend you're not. Okay. You're not going for my tower, are you? You have been hearing incessant hammering noises all day long. Now a troll rocks past your doorway with a plank of wood and you get curious. Following the troll towards another part of your tower, you notice scratches on the stone floors, dents and cuts along the once pristine tapestries and walls with dust and grime everywhere. Climbing a set of steps, you find a large, for lack of a better word, stone pile right in the hallway. The troll you followed is currently shoveling a wooden plank behind the pile, stabilizing it. What in the Allfather's name is this? He looks at you proudly. We made this for you. Captures Mugwa's essence. We'll make you stronger. You take another look at the leaning pile. The trolls used mud, wood, and stones, put 2 coins for the eyes, and took a tiny twig at the top of the construction's top for what you assume is a hair. There is nothing empowering about this pile. Alright, thanks, I guess. They made an effigy for me. I can't put them down too harshly. Need more items. Soldiers? Sure. Oh, the Mugwa Shrine's been built. Oh! A shrine the trolls built in honor of their god. In reality, nothing more than a pile of trash. But it does give me 1 proficiency per day, so... Victory? I don't know if the troop quarters would be worth it. I do think the crystalline quarters are worth it, but I don't think it's worth it yet. The watchtower's been depleted, so I lost some of my gold and knowledge income. Which is unfortunate. I don't know how much farther I should go searching with this. A man in scholarly robes runs up to your troops, followed by an angry mob of villagers. He falls to his knees before you. Please, grant me your protection and you will be rewarded greatly. How could our scholar reward me? I am a novice of Undergast the Wise. I will personally make sure the Circle Mage knows of your support. Please. Time is of the essence. Indeed, the villagers have caught up quite a bit. Undergast graces could be useful. Protect the scholar. You shield the man behind your troops, and the villagers stop their approach with angry expressions. A few profanities come your way before they turn and leave, obviously unhappy. Thank you so much. Here, have this. I will make sure Undergast knows of this. So... Oh. I have no idea how to befriend the other characters, because they all kind of start hating you as you get stronger and stronger. And I can only assume war is inevitable. Oh, interesting. So I don't know if there's something that's like worth pursuing, if that makes sense. Sure. Mine. Explore this site for ore. Oh, I can get soldiers because of this. Ah, interesting. Okay. There are a lot of spawners on the map. You're doing great, Troll Crusher. Fire arrows? Huh. It requires 3 focus, but the goblins don't have focus. But sure. If they ever get focus, that'd be pretty nifty. The moment your head hits the pillow, you fall into a deep slumber. You relive the dream you had a few nights prior. You sitting atop your tower, overlooking the circled mages and dark spires in between them. A shadow growing to an enormous size next to you, drowning at the light of the sun. Look at it. Glowing orbs of lava and amber look down on you. It is the same hooded figure with whom you struck a deal, but this time it is larger than even your tower, and growing even more. By the gods. The figure suddenly grips your tower as if it were a game piece, and moves it over Fiara. All of the beautiful landscape flies past in a flurry, and you see the Circle Mage's towers beginning to crumble and fall, while you grow in power still. As the giant hand sets you down again, the impact shakes the earth, and clouds of dust arise, obscuring your sight. What's happening now? Once the dust settles, you stand in the endless space between planets and stars again. But this time, you are not alone. The robed figure is opposite you, their glowing eyes staring straight into your soul. If you liked the power you saw, come find us. Where? Who are you? You jolt awake yet again, your vision blurry and your heart thumping hard in your own chest. Of course that's where it is, your own chest. It takes a couple of breaths to calm you down. Come find us, huh? Come open a portal into the netherworld. What could go wrong? This health thing is going to be helpful for, taking on some peoples. Okay. Let us fight. Need to heal more. This is why I pick up the daily regeneration, because it's just a giant, never-ending bleeding of health. Rotate over here.
Yes.
Okay. I think I should have waited. Oh yeah, I'm losing that guy 100%. Darn it, I didn't want to lose him. Huh? Oh, they do have it. Interesting. Hmm.
Yes.
You killed that. Hit that. Okay. Now we're gonna get shot, but... Wow, I'm gonna lose 2 units? Shit. This is a fake unit.
Yes.
Right. Hmm. Oh, right, that guy's immortal. I forgot about that. In the battlefield, we find the Death Knight's Axe. This unit's melee and missile attacks deal death damage. Cool. We're heading back. Bleeding. Research per day. Yes, please. Ooh, physical resist. Yes. Good, good. Okay, what about Death Essence? Gotten a few of those. Oh, wait, this is the one that negates death. Oh, that's right. Death and life are on the same side. Pawn of the New Age. Damage. This unit's death does not negatively affect ally willpower. Okay, sure. What's death and life done? Is this... Just don't have enough. Okay. Hmm. I mean, I could use this. Man, I'm so close. And so far. Hmm. This weird choking fumes thing. I might just wait until I can guarantee something. That might be possible. Maybe, I don't know. That was a long turn for Hokon. Plus on world map movement. Don't mind me. Ooh. This would be a good place too. I think I need to make the building. I didn't really want to. This one. No? What was the one that gave me... Huh. Oh, I lost... Wait a minute. Where did this go? With troops in need of rest, you head for a nearby village. Instead of the warmth of a tavern's tap room and some cool ale, you are greeted with a glint of axes, pitchforks, and snarling dogs. Stay away, thieves. We will... Oh, you're not them. Sorry about that. Trouble with bandits. Bandits, aye. The Baron of Goldenfields sent out tax collectors twice already. Or so we thought, until the third ones came with his official sigil. That's when we realized some bastard had been tricking us. They looked so real we didn't even think about it. But now we cannot pay the Baron. Without his protection, that only means more trouble coming. If you will, hunt down those mongrels. Bring them to justice before more fall prey to their schemes. We, and the Baron, will hold you in high regards. Okay. The reason I came over here, besides this quest... Oh man, this is a bad spot. Oh, this hurts. Okay. Okay, these guys are going to help our ranks, but they're not very helpful in combat. Oh, I thought he was going to attack me. Out of the corner of your eyes, you can see the air shift. As you turn fully toward it, the notes on your desk suddenly fly up, forming the humanoid shape you recognize as Untergast. I have heard you helped one of my apprentices. I ask for your help again. One of my libraries, not far from you, was overrun by pests. My librarians are helpless against them. Clear this out for me, and I shall compensate you for your trouble. Sure. I'll help. So I like to, I'm putting this down to get the reputation from the inns. I like to do this until I have the cities that like me. The pawn crafted. Cool. That's the bonus damage, right? Do I have to sacrifice? No, it's like so close. Oof. It's so hard to use these demons. With the appropriate measures, those with similar beliefs will flock to me. Like sheep to their shepherd. Have your possessed win 5 heroic victories. Do you count as possessed? I don't think you do. Shite. Well, this is a problem. I guess I just have to build the goblin stuff. I don't really want to. But it is quite difficult. You find a storage silo crawling with large bugs. They must have already devoured half of the grain, for there is not much left inside. Those must be the creatures that Torrent Illyrians were livestock. No time to waste. Oh. After you fight, you see tracks leading all over the surrounding fields, suggesting some bugs fled to the next silo. Perhaps I should just drag these guys around. Ooh, swimming is very important. So is this. And I wouldn't call this important. Just fun. So what I'll do is I'll drag these bastards around. With me. If nothing else, they'll be a decent distraction. Carnifex. But I wouldn't call them a Carnifex. Dwarven craftsmen lament the sudden depletion of adamantium in the Windwall Mountains. Some are suspecting evil magic, while others think that it is being stolen from the mines. Throughout the Dwarven realms, adamantium is much sought after for their craft, and already competition for it is fierce. That was the game's way of saying, hey, rare resource alert. Go get it. How do I get over here? Well, yeah. Let's go deal with this first. You're following in tow. A new research. Cast on an empty hex to make it count as within your domain. Oh, interesting. Huh. Much of the craft have long known that the transmutation of pure metals into magical essence and vice versa can be achieved. Yes, this is very important for economy. So I'm going to get this and I'm going to plop it on this library. Interesting. Hold on. Oh, I can't put it there. I wonder if I'll be able to in a second. Upon reaching Undergast's library, you can see masses of beetles roaming the building and the grounds before it. Where unsuspecting animals have moved too close, bones and strips of meat cover the ground. Whatever lured these chitinous beasts here, they seem to be rather content to stay. From somewhere in their midst, you hear desperate cries for help. Let's see if we can get a heroic victory here. I do not want to lose my workers. For more reasons than just them being useful.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Poisons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. It's kind of awkward. Great.
Yes.
We'll just guard everybody
Yes.
back here. We'll let this pan out. Should be fine. Yeah, the summons is the way.
Yes. Yes.
Ow. Okay.
Yes.
Great. A little messy, but we did it cleanly. I don't know if that was a heroic victory, but it was a good victory. No losses, everyone's alive. Life is swell. A heroic victory. Fantastic. Among the slain beetles, you find a man in scholar's robes. He digs his way out from under legs and wings, emerging with only a few cuts and bruises. You are my savior. A few minutes longer and those beasts would have devoured me. He gulps loudly. What happens? He stutters and blushes. I tried one of those spells. Unbeknownst to me, it was a kind of call to lure those beasts out. Please, do not tell my master about this. Undergast will have my head. I won't. If you serve me, that is. Do we have a deal? Endergast won't approve, but since you saved my life, serving you seems only appropriate. I have tired of his incessant lectures anyway. Mine. Oh, can I not cast this here? Oh, it's an empty hex. Oh. Why would I do this? I want to put this down and we'll see what it does, okay? So this singular tile is my domain. Oh, I heal. Interesting. This is a much better spot for the thing, because I get proficiency from this, which is incredible. Also, I got an Alchemist out of this, which is a tier 2 healer spellcaster. Which is amazing. I definitely want them in my stack. I'm going to pull this worker out, put in you. And we, of course, have leveled up. Health, resistance, speed. Let's go health. Assault for focus. Oh yeah, whenever you get a skill that requires focus, it gives you the baseline focus to use it. Battle Cry. Battle Cry is pretty good. You know what, we'll Battle Cry, because his basic attack already applies broken armor. We'll do that. Research per day, thank you very much. Speed, sure. Okay. You're the one with the life. And this one had what? Mana per battle. Do I get rid of these guys? I mean, they're very helpful. Don't get twisted. And there's you guys who I want as well. Maybe we start a second stack. Oh, he died. So much for that. Oh. So the reason I'm doing this with the harvesters is for this. It looks like it's not double stacking. So I can pull these guys out. These are the swimmers anyway. I was kind of hoping it would double stack. Not because I'm a greedy bastard, but you know. Okay. Can I engage like this? I don't remember. No. No, I cannot. Uh-oh. What if I just have you chill here? Because right now, as it stands... Transmutation milestone. Ah, yes. So basically you can use this to transmute gold to mana and mana to gold. And I used this a lot in my first playthrough. Deep within the burning gorges of Barga Gor, roar the eternal flame. Cool. I like fire. Fire's fun. The animals have made it to another field, feasting on crops and smaller creatures. You will die just like the others. Slain insects clutter the ground, providing you with some insight over their physique. After burning their bodies, you inform the people of Lyrane that you have defeated the threat, and soon enough, word of your work spreads through the High Mark. All's well that ends well. Unit always deals maximum damage. Sure. Seems good. I think... Yeah, so this thing... you need your tower here. So I was going to move my outpost over here, but I can just bring the tower here. In time. Crafting duration -2. Cool. Word of Undergast's disciples reach your tower. They wander Fiara in search of knowledge, returning whatever they find to the Circle Mage. Some whisper they do not shy away from force to get what they want. Basically, we can get this casting, and then move the tower a little bit, and then plop it down next to the Shaper's Secret. We're friendly with Lyrane, but that, and so much more, we'll have to wait until next time. Successful first episode, I think. It's all coming back to me now. I made a few mistakes early on, but we all make mistakes in time. The stack is stacking, and soon, demons will be flowing, all to pave the way for the Lord of Change. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward as well to this series and the domination of Fiara. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.